life?
Again, I cannot speak about things that are sort of, that's really nobody's business. I think you know the answer to that,
Also, just a short time ago, Charlie Sheen spoke with TMZ online. His longtime publicist, Stan Rosenfeld, resigned today, saying this: "I've worked with Charlie Sheen for a long time, and I care about him very much. However, at this time, I am unable to work effectively as his publicist and have respectfully resigned." So, all of that said, let's talk to Ken Seeley in L.A., former interventionist. I'm sure you've seen him on the A&E show Intervention and founder of intervention911.com. So, Ken, right out of the gate here, you saw the interviews. What were your first impressions?
Yeah, it's heartbreaking. What I first saw was, what we saw years ago with Anna Nicole Smith. These are the late stages of the disease. And if something doesn't happen quickly, I'm afraid we're going to lose him to this disease.
That's sad, and it's sad to think about the end for Anna Nicole Smith. Let me ask you about the fact that Charlie Sheen was talking about, his in-home rehab, which you referred to as Sober Valley Lodge, and he was asked about, does he fear for relapse? And he actually said, "Fools, trolls, weak, defeated. They allow defeat to be an option. I will not." What do you make of his, what would you call that, defiance?
Yeah, I see it every day. It's those people that think that they're above it, that, it's not going to affect them. And these are the people that overdose and die from the disease. They're the ones that we see dying every single day. And it's heartbreaking. I mean, he has to hit a rock bottom. We have to create a scenario that is going to say, he's going to say, I would rather be in recovery and stop all of this rather than living in this. So we got to create this.
You say he has to hit rock bottom, which then tells me this is not rock bottom for him. What is rock bottom then?
Yeah, every single person is different, and I think his rock bottom is going to, it's going to be really difficult to create because of his status. Financially, he doesn't need to work another day of his life. So it isn't about finances. It isn't about, anything, and he doesn't have to go back to work. So what it's really going to be for him is that his family, his friends, the people that love him the most need to come together, be unified, and create it. Turn a rock bottom into a reality, because he's admitted he's doing illegal drugs. I would rather see him in jail than on the streets alive in his disease the way he is today.
So, Ken, we can't pretend to know, what Charlie Sheen is feeling moment to moment, or even what his father is doing to try to help him. But if you were tapped to lead an intervention with Sheen, you were sitting in that room, what would you say?
Yeah, like I said, I would get all the family members and friends, gather them together. The work's already on the same page, and come as a unified front in a loving, respectful manner and say, it's got to end here. And it's got to be a consequence that means something to him, because without that consequence, he's not going to stop. He's enjoying it too much. He even says, I'm not ready to stop. I'm still doing, I'm in the scene and I enjoy partying. He's not going to stop until there's a consequence that's effective or strong enough that he's going to say, I can't do this anymore. And that needs to be created, because I don't think it's going to happen naturally. I think the natural rock bottom for him is going to unfortunately be death if somebody doesn't step up.
Let's hope not. Let's hope not. We wish him the best, don't we, Ken Seeley? Thank you, Ken. I appreciate it. Coming up next, the president welcomes governors from all across the country to the White House.